I'm in my drawers right now recording this video.
What?
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Diaz family. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like the video, comment down below, show us some love, and after you subscribe, make sure you comment down, say I subscribed, and let us know where you are from, and we will promise to get back to you
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
So today we got you guys a Q&A video that we asked our followers on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, family members, all of that. We had asked everybody, send us some questions, and we just gonna get right into it. Our first question is, what was y'all first encounter with each other and how y'all know you was gonna be together? The first encounter was
my 15th birthday party.
15th birthday party. And I mean, we were just cool. Like, we were just, like, honestly, just friends. Like,
I didn't even know him. I never see him, never met him, never, nothing. Like, I just seen him on someone's social media. I added him. I was like, hey, I'm having a birthday party, this, and this. You're more than welcome to come. And he came.
Just come through. But, yeah, I mean, we didn't really know each other. And then...
But it was crazy the way that we just clicked.
Yeah.
We instantly clicked.
Asked, how old is the baby? The baby just turned 5 months yesterday.
On the 6th.
Yeah, on the 6th. So asked, what's your guys' favorite thing to do as a family? We'll watch movies, but we like going out. We like doing stuff like that. It's just around here.
We cook dinner together.
Yeah.
We watch movies together. We watch the baseball games together. Like, we still have our time together, but we also have our time to ourselves.
Our days are pretty much split, like 50-50. Like, we have our own time every day, and then, like, we have time together, and then we have time with the baby. We make sure that we play with the baby together, or we play with his toys for at least an hour, you know, in the morning. And then, because he's kind of independent too, like, he really doesn't like people in his face.
Held. He doesn't like
none of that.
He likes being on his own.
So hopefully that answered what's our favorite thing to do. Is just spend quality time. What made you want to join the Army? It's just a situation that I was in, man. Like, I was young, running amok. Like, that's not the future that I wanted, and that's not the future that I want my son to have. And that's
the best option, honestly.
Yeah, definitely the best option. A lot of people sometimes are like, oh, you changed, you did this. Like, no, my son is just not going to grow up in an environment like that. My son isn't going to be a product of that environment that I used to live in and that I used to do. So, I mean, just thinking ahead of time, thinking of the bigger picture, like, I was like, I got to get up out of here and I have to start my foundation, which was the Army. Hopefully that answered the question. I'm going to let Veronica answer her questions.
Okay, so this is from my sister, and she said, how do you deal with postpartum? I feel like postpartum, I really didn't go through it as tough as other people do get it. I mean, yeah, I do have my days. I have good days and I have bad days just like everybody else. But honestly, it's just talking. Like, a lot of communication. He knows me like the back of my hand. Like, he knows when I'm not okay or when something's wrong with me. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm okay. He's like, no, something is wrong. Like, you need to just communicate on how you're feeling. Don't feel like you're crazy either. Like, everyone goes through it, you know what I mean? It's normal. You just had a baby. You, like, for a while too, I didn't know how to be myself. Like, I was pregnant for 9 months straight. I didn't know what it was like being myself. So I had to go through that phase and figure it out. And, like, I don't know. It was easy, but it was also hard going back to normal life, you know what I mean? Like, and I think him supporting me as much as he did and helping me a lot is honestly what, like, made it good.
It was hard though, don't get me wrong. Like, I told her, like, you know, some people might take this the wrong way, some people might not, but I told her, I was like, I see why, you know, a lot of dads leave or they are not there, they're not present, because it wasn't easy. The pregnancy wasn't easy. Being a dad now isn't easy, but that's what makes a man and a father. Like, it takes a man to be a father, and it takes a father to be a man, because, like, you got to sit there and go through their bad days, and there's more bad days than there is good days. There's more, like, they can't sleep at night. Their back is hurting. Like Veronica used to sleep with her legs up on the wall because her legs were hurting. Their cravings. They're emotional. You're questioning if you're doing the right thing or if you're not doing the right thing, and it's just it's like a whole bunch of stuff. So for the men that are out there and are able to take care of their wife, girlfriend, whatever while they're pregnant and be present, like salutes to you, props to you, because a lot of people can't do that, and it's not easy, and we're like, we say it's not easy, but also too, we have to take into play, like, what are they feeling? What are they going through? They got a whole baby going in them. Like, so a lot of men don't sit there and take that into play. Like, yeah, I would get irritated and I'd be like, fuck, man, like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, but I mean, you build a bridge and you get over it, and then you just continue moving forward, and that's what makes a relationship so strong.
But I feel like communication and just going through it. Don't try to push it to the side and just be like, oh no, it is what it is. It's not whatever. You have to face your problems to get through your problems.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's really what helped me.
Next question
is, how is it being away from family?
At first, it was really hard. It was really tough because she wanted to go back, but she didn't want to go back without me. Yeah. So it was like, I don't know what I can't just go every weekend, but I'm just glad we're out of that stage now. It's a lot easier.
And it was definitely hard, like, being away from family when I was pregnant, especially because I was super emotional. I was going through a lot. I wanted my he was there for me, and I felt bad because I would still cry. Like, I just want my family, and I feel like I, like, kind of made him feel like he wasn't doing enough for me when he was there for me throughout the entire thing. Mm-hmm. Like, the nights I was freaking bawling my eyes out, everything. It's definitely hard, especially when you see the moments, or like them posting on Facebook or social media doing whatever, like them having like a get together or holidays or all this other stuff. Like, it's hard seeing, like, dang, like, I wish I was there. But honestly, like, when people say you make family in the military, it's true, because you guys are going through the same thing.
No, definitely.
So Army, you guys are going through the same thing.
Army family's a lot different than regular family. But now she's doing a lot better being away from family, and I mean, that's just a part of growing up, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to leave the nest at some point, and I told her that multiple times. It's nice to be away,
but it's also like I do have my moments, like, miss being home. The next one is, how often do you treat yourself?
Oh man, we treat ourselves all the time. Like,
and if I don't treat myself, anytime he goes to the grocery store, anytime he goes to the gas station, anytime he goes into any type of store, he'll always come back and bring me something, whether it's hot Cheetos, something to drink, candy, sweets. Like, he's always bringing me back something. All the time. He never comes home empty-handed from the morning, from PT, after work. Like,
that's why a lot of people will see, like, she'll post her Starbucks, and it's not even trying to flex. It's just like, I don't know. I wish I could sit down with a lot of men that I know and tell them exactly what I see wrong with how they handle stuff. But I mean, you can't do that to another man. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit there and be like, hey, this is where you're wrong. This is where, your wife is saying that you're wrong. You can't just sit there and tell a man that. But me, I feel like everything that I need to do as a man, I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a materialistic thing. It's just girls like Starbucks. Girls like boba. Girls like the random acts of kindness. Not girls, but I know she does. And I know, like my mom and females that I know in my life, they like that stuff. So I have no problem with coming home and bringing her. I already know her favorite drinks. I already know what she likes to eat from Starbucks in the morning. So I'll go get her a green tea wrap with extra caramel drizzle, and I'll go get her ham and cheese. You know what I'm saying? We treat ourselves all the time. I treat her, she treats me. Like, we just, that's just how it is. But
it's not like just
it's not a one-sided street.
Yeah.
Next question.
How do you keep your relationship interesting?
I mean, if we had the camera going 24/7, you would see why our relationship's interesting.
I feel like we're not like any other relationship at all. Like, our relationship is like, it's a relationship, but it's also like a friendship. Mm-hmm. Like, that's like my best friend. Mm-hmm. Also, too, we make sure to have date nights. Like,
interesting is, I think that just has to do with, like, you guys within yourself. I mean, just go out and do stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're with somebody and you really aren't 100%, then your relationship's not going to be interesting. It's not going to be fun.
And also, too, we're goofballs. I never thought I would act with it.
It's like you're a completely different person when you're around somebody that you love and you're comfortable with. I'm in my drawers right now recording this video.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But, like, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. Like, I can walk around the house, you know, no pants on, no nothing. And it's just, like, whatever, you know? It's just, like, it doesn't matter.
We'll be calling each other assholes,
like,
all this other stuff.
We talk shit to each other, but we have an understanding of,
like,
there's a line, like, okay,
line
we're arguing right now, you don't say that type of shit. Or, you know,
seriousness and goofiness are two different things.
And some people don't understand that, some people don't like it. But we'll move on to the next question. How do you guys get through arguments? I'll just be like, I'm not arguing with you right now, and I'll just step aside. Like, I don't want to argue in front of Prince.
We argue until it gets to an extent, and then we'll both be done. Walk away from each other.
I just hate arguing. I get tired of arguing. Like, I don't like to argue, especially because I'll just shut down, and then I'll go, you know, play the game and do, like, I can go play the game all day and ignore her all day when she wants to have her moods. That's perfectly fine with me. I put that headset on and I just get lost. So, yeah, arguments are, I wouldn't say they're rare, but when they do happen, we know to just go away from each other.
We like talk back and forth about it to each other, whatever, and then we get to an extent, and then we're like, okay, we're done.
Right.
I'll go my way, he'll go his way, and then we'll cool down, and then we'll come back later and talk about it, or I'll go and say I'm sorry, or he'll come to me and we'll talk about it. Like, it's kind of just, you have to, like, you guys are gonna argue, but you also have to take a step back and think about the whole situation and think, like, is this really worth arguing? Like,
yeah, a lot of the stuff
he used to do stuff to me, and I used to get really mad, and we used to argue about it, and then
it wasn't nothing crazy.
It was nothing serious. It would just irritate me, and then I had to realize, like, it's not that serious. It shouldn't be causing an argument. Like, I shouldn't be getting mad for him doing that, because it's just his way of showing me love, and I had to understand that. It's really just taking a step back and realizing if it's worth arguing or not. Taking your moment to yourself, thinking about the whole situation, and either talking it out or going and just saying you're sorry, because it was really nothing really
I just take maturity. It takes communication. Next question that she asked was, and your guys' story. We kind of went over that, like, in the beginning of the video, but
our story is, long story short, is that we met when I was 15. We were friends, and then a couple years later, we started talking and doing whatever. Then, you know, a few bumps in the road, stopped talking. We were together, stopped talking. It was like off and on situation, and then we weren't together. I was in Vegas with some friends. I called him off a block number because he blocked my number. I called him and I was like, yo, what would you do if I came up there, like, whatever? And he's like, well, I'm not just going to leave you at the airport. So I was like, okay, bet. Well, I booked 2 tickets. I booked a round trip, didn't even know. And then I booked a different ticket, a single ticket, one way up. And then I accidentally canceled my way back, not knowing that it was a round trip. So then I canceled that one, and then he was like, well, we'll just do it whenever you get up here.
Which was really, like, an actual thing. Like, she really did cancel it.
I didn't know what I was doing.
And I was at work, so I'm like, this was back
like,
when
the whole time I'm, like, shaky, trying to figure this out, because for one, I was scared to call him. For two, I couldn't really believe that I was actually going to go out there. Like, and we were not together when I had called him. He blocked my number, so I had to call him off a block number. But we were not together, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go out there, talk to him, figure it out, do whatever, and the plan was for me to come back Monday and never talk to each other again.
Yeah, we were supposed to, like, that was supposed to just be, like, us, you know,
calling it done.
Whatever, talking about it, calling it done, being on good terms, and just, like, I really just didn't want to talk to her anymore. Like, I just wanted it to be done. But she ended up staying out here. We ended up making it work. Like, we just ended up doing what we were, like,
what we said
thought was right, and what we were supposed to do, and what we said we were gonna do.
We didn't, like, we didn't say how, like, the way that I came up here was not part of our plan at all. At all.
No, and then she just ended up staying out here. We got the apartment. We found out like a month later she was pregnant. Fast forward through the whole pregnancy, the whole 9-month journey, and then now 5 months after Prince was born, like here we are adjusting to being parents, adjusting to trying to do YouTube now, adjusting to like gonna relocate to a whole other country. I have one more question, and it was, have you ever met a celebrity? If not, who would you want to meet the most? I sat next to some TikTok star at the Dallas Cowboys game that I went to. And then I don't think I've ever met like an actual celebrity. I've known a lot of social media influencers that I've like met before, but nobody like super big.
If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, make sure you comment down below, show us some love.
And make sure you guys hit that bell so that way you guys get notified every time a Diaz family video is posted and you guys never miss out on one of our videos. But we about to get out of here. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.